Chapter 2.
The story of Ida goes further back, long before I met her, 76 years ago.
As factions from across the galaxy fought for dominance, the Lumen War raged with no end in sight.
Joe, can you take this?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wander's gonna rest a little bit. Eventually, the United Mining Corporation approached one of the Thousand Peaks religious factions, the Witching Tower. United Mining promised to put an end to the conflict and to ensure the religious legitimacy of the Witching Tower. They signed a contract with the tower and enlisted the help of its witches, servants of the faith who cultivated the ability to commune with spirits. Their ability to sense lumen energy made them indispensable on the battlefield. Once emissaries of God, they were now harbingers of death. Worse yet, the war came to an end. Oh, as the war came to an end. So what, you think the witches were used to locate people?
Yeah.
On the battlefield and
Yeah,
stuff?
effectively, imagine if you knew where every single enemy ship was.
An army.
You could ambush all of the separate ones. You could do all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. As the war came to an end, United Mining grew fearful of the Marian religion's rising influence. Not only did they denounce the Witching Tower, they refused to compensate them for their service as they had promised. By swaying public opinion to condemn the Tower's involvement in the war, they drove the witches out of Thousand Peaks. Within years, the Witching Tower's influence was all but gone, and the witches were blamed for the war, forcing them to conceal their identity and flee. However, despite their fall from grace, their natural ability to seek out lumen allowed them to remain active in the shadows. In the eyes of cave runners, they were invaluable companions. To the victims of war, they were nothing more than war machines.
Yet no matter how others saw them, Ida remained my greatest consolation during my years in exile.
Six standard hours after escaping the Bones Brigade. Trading post, Mayfair.
Stay away from the flight deck! You shouldn't even be allowed on a witch's ship.
Please accept them, Remy. These people saved me.
Ida, I'm very grateful for your help, but I don't need to be accepted.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you take your servant and leave?
He's my guardian. Don't you dare speak of him like that. Good lumen, sir. Show some maturity.
All right. That's enough. We're all in this together. We shouldn't be fighting. Remy, is communications back online?
Not even close. It's completely busted. Usually this wouldn't be an issue, but we don't have any spare parts around.
Well, this area we're all in now is a battleground. Maybe we can find some in the wreckage.
Kay, are you alright? Whatever that hum is. Ugh.
Just the hum of the ships, maybe?
Yeah.
Also, there looks like a big tower cathedral floating out there.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Noble. You want to find a doctor for your
Guardian, Remy.
Of course.
If you help us do some scavenging, I suppose we can find you a doctor.
What? Don't take advantage of people's injuries.
Hey, people should pay for their stay.
Don't listen to her. We'll find you a doctor, no matter what.
You saved us. Of course I'll help. I can help, and I trust that you'll uphold your promise.
See? Honorable as always.
This is wrong.
I guess they can stay for a bit. It's not like they're gonna be here for long.
If June doesn't mind.
I can get to work now, but the wreckages here are mostly from the war, so I'll need exploration kits.
Tell him where the kits are, Remy. Trading
what I
post
remember
Mayfair.
most about being on the run was arguing with Remy every day. Now that I've gotten older, I really miss that.
Obtained broken communications module. After the war, the airspace in Thousand Peaks was full of unidentified electromagnetic waves, sent out by communication modules scattered throughout space, making space travel full of unpredictable risks. Did you find anything?
I did, but please give me some more time. I saw some other things that might be useful.
Another broken communications module?
Oh, this is all I could find.
Not bad. I'll have the ship fixed in a second. Looks like we have enough materials to upgrade the ship. Ah, look at what those oceaners did to my precious ship.
It's really hard to say precious ship.
There's a lot of in there.
Precious ship. All at once.
The connections for the communications module should be around here.
Oh, got a lot that we can get actually.
Oh, I didn't realize there were going to be
repair
upgrades
the
in
message
this game.
system, base scanning. Let's see, military bioscanners. So there's actually more gameplay to this than I thought.
Oh. Communications back online. System rebooting. OPUS 03 Lumens seeking vessel. Assistive AI system rebooted. Greetings, Master Remy.
Took you long enough?
Okay, that's just a look at... Well, we can't do much else.
Message notification. User Ida Red Chamber Crew? Following accounts have new messages. Wait, Crimson Kettle News. Bounty, 40,000 credits.
Greetings, fellow people of the Belt. May Ignis shed light upon your good deeds. Ah, this is Bones of the Bones Brigade with the bounty on the following persons. East Ocean Noble June. East Ocean Guardian K. Suspected Mirian Witch, unknown. Suspected Peaker Pilot, unknown. The group is traveling in a lumen-seeking vessel. Any reports of their location will be rewarded with 40,000 credits, plus 3 shipments of goods smuggled through United Mining. Endless lumen light the way. That the Belt may rise again one day. Bones.
Digital bounty photo.
Kay reprimanded me for this endlessly. He would remind me that I had no idea how to keep things low profile. I was always screwing things up with my impulsive decisions. Not the qualities of a leader, he would say.
Ah, so that's Dr. Rochelle?
We're hiding in some ruins from the war, but our fuel is running low. Oh, maybe.
Well, this is addressed to Ida.
Ida, you're in deep trouble. I saw the bounty on you and your friends before I even received your message. See what I can do with the injured man you mentioned. But I can make no promises with the equipment we have here. The attachment includes updated coordinates for Guifang. There's been a lot of gang fights in the area recently, so we changed our orbit as a security measure. I trust that you can find us. Dr. Rochelle, Lumen Association, head of Guifang branch.
So we have the coordinates. Dr. Rochelle is always nagging us about something.
Oh,
Oh, it's her.
older woman.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind.
Yep.
All right. So we have abnormal signals. Oh. Let's activate Dr. Rochelle's coordinates first.
Okay, it'll cost us 2 fuel to get over here, but it's probably worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I only have so much fuel, though.
Is this where we went the last time? The spectrum analysis doesn't look right.
No big deal. These can be easily analyzed.
Veterans Abode. Yep, Guifang. Lumen War Relief Foundation. Neutral territory. Fighting is prohibited. Ships that apply for docking should prepare to be boarded and present verification. Discharged veterans and former Ring Liberation mercenaries can waive docking fees. Alright, June. Once we reach Guifang, Your guardian's injuries will finally get proper treatment.
Don't blame us if it doesn't work out, though.
Remy, don't. Dr. Rochelle was a military doctor during the war, but now she helps out at the Lumen Association. She handles everything from mining-related injuries to mining rights applications. She's very reliable.
Thank you for helping us.
Not at all. My master used to say, a witch must save oneself in order to save others.
Idiot, I'm getting an unidentified signal from that ship ahead. Looks like bounty hunters.
You the people listed in the bounty. You got nerve for the hell you raised with that trashy ship of yours. Surrender now so we can get this over with, and don't try anything funny.
It was a civilian ship, but you need resources for it, or we've got no choice. Let's charge and take a few hits.
We can't do that.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you have to just...
Poses a civilian ship by sending a modified signal.
They cracked it. Our signal modification didn't work.
Why did it fail?
Red Chamber is an old ship after all. If we could upgrade the signal modifier, we'll have a better chance.
The old signal modifier failed to convince them. They immediately saw through the trick and responded with a barrage of attacks. Although we managed to escape, Red Chamber took quite a few hits. Ooh. I'm getting Oregon Trail vibes from this.
Yep.
Kind of the journey, and you acquire resources and stuff along the way and hope that it gets you through the next leg.
Yep. But boy, we are not in a happy place.
Uh-oh. Nope,
I heard this
2 out of
place
10.
was established by soldiers who were injured or crippled during the Lumen War. It's also where I met the doctor. Most of Guifang's residents were crippled veterans who were abandoned after the war. They set up the foundation hoping to provide a place for those who had nowhere to go. They hated outsiders, especially those looking for Lumen. After all, they're the ones who started the damn war. You from Prosthesis Energy? Our scrappers here are itching to get to work. That shipment of excavation arms here yet, or what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't waste my time, kids. You shoot us away without realizing you mistook us for someone else.
Huh. After space burials were banned by United Mining, Marian followers use asteroid craters marked with a carving of Helios instead. Names of the deceased would be carved along the walls of each crater, as the asteroids were considered home to them. Wait, so what did they do with the bodies then?
You there, young man. This is a place for remembrance. If you have no business here, please be on your way.
Oh, that guy is a cybernetic.
Yeah, he does. If you're low on credits, we got plenty of work, but please don't disturb the solemnity of this place.
Children who lost their family to the war ended up in places like this. The children were often forced into labor, and the place was frequented by human traffickers. There was no warmth to be found here. Remy abhorred the place.
Miria Everlasting, may Helios' blessing be upon you. You're cave runners, aren't you? Please, could you spare us some credits? Ida, we must help these children.
Just ignore them. Kids like them are everywhere in the peaks. Any credits you give them will just go straight to their bosses.
Oh. So it's a situation where you don't know if it's similar to Oliver, where the kids steal for a...
I mean, they probably
a
are.
boss or
There's no
something.
warmth to be found here. Yeah, let's go.
Oh. Ida turned around and left without a word. Oh, that's... I suppose that was...
I suppose that was her choice.
I wonder if that will have an impact later on if the kids help you later.
Maybe,
Or if they
but
wouldn't.
probably not.
Cold. Members of the association came from all backgrounds, but most were veterans of war. The amount of Lumen intel in their hands came only second to United Mining.
Sorry, I was only able to give him emergency treatment. His injuries are worse than I expected.
So okay?
You'll be able to walk, but the hypertravel has caused internal injuries, which needs to be examined further. Unfortunately, there were some gang fights over mining dispute last week. So we're low on medical supplies and prostheses. Or prostheses? It'll take at least a standard week for new supplies to reach this rural station. You can get immediate treatment at Iron Wind Central Hospital if you're willing to risk solar flares by flying across the sun. Or you can sit and wait. There isn't much of a choice. Worst case scenario, he ends up with a prosthetic body. Plenty of veterans here aren't able to walk, though. I'm sure he can get used to it.
That will not do. To an Oceaner warrior, being unable to walk is no different from death.
Who's this man, Ida? I was speaking to Ida, young man. He and this injured man saved my life. Always getting yourself into trouble, just like your master. You, go out. I need to speak with Ida.
I wish to stay beside Kay.
If you want to save him, leave now. It'll be fine, June. Dr. Rochelle is a close friend. So, was that your lover? What? Of course not! That's what I thought. Ida, I've told you many times you need to stop searching for Lumen Caves. I'm not here to talk about this, Doctor. If you keep this up, you're going to get you and your crew killed one day. What would your master think of me if I allowed this to happen? Let me join the Lumen Association, Doctor. Give it up, Ida. Then give me back Red Chamber's military configurations. You shouldn't even be flying a military vessel. Then at least help us. Don't be stubborn like your master, Ida. Take a good look at these injuries. Your decision to enter hypertravel has only made them worse. Fine. I'll figure it out myself. Hey. Goodbye. All right, fine. There's another option as well. Yes? What is it? Nothing ever changes your mind, does it? Why do you two have to be like this? Wait for my message. I'll send you the details. Stay out of trouble, will you? Not so fast. If you're going to go cave running, at least resupply your ship. Oh, you do have some money on hand, so... Ooh. 800 for 8.
Yeah.
That's the same amount. Lumen coating. Highly durable against attacks? Oh, it's locked off. Oh, the exploration kits. That's when we find new locales.
I mean...
Okay, don't spend any more money.
No, we
No
don't have any
sellable items.
Okay.
Watch out for yourselves. Lumen-seeking vessels have a high fuel capacity, but they're light on armor. Many residents of the asteroid belt are people displaced by United Mining. Even if there wasn't a bounty on you, people aren't going to be too friendly when they see a witch's ship. So what was the signal thing? That was the thing that got us in trouble last time, wasn't it? Up top?
Yeah.
The signal modifier was up to the right. See?
Yeah.
But you can also upgrade other things.
Spare ship parts. Because I know we can buy the aluminum coating and the damaged metal plates. But I don't think we have enough money.
Wait, Red Chamber will finally return to its former glory? Military scanner. I see.
Okay. How much are these? Oh, I see.
You need an ID?
Even if we ever did get an invite, I wouldn't notice with the amount of spam that we get.
Yeah, so the aluminum coating and the metal plate. Yeah, Mirian Ignis Guild members. But we have to have the Bap Schnabbit.
Okay, ready to go out exploring again?
Yeah.
Or, wait a minute. Are we supposed to wait, or are we supposed to fly across the sun so that we can get him a...
Okay.
Don't tell anyone I did this for you. Ida, this is your only option, assuming you can find the cave. I've attached directions to a nearby Lumen cave registered under the association. The place produces rare medicinal herbs. Since you're Red's pupil, you should be familiar with the Lumen plants. Find me a handful of Lyra sesame. It's an exceptionally rare plant that can repair cellular damage. Bring it back with the injured man and I'll figure something out. To be clear, I shouldn't be giving this out to non-association members, even if you're Red's adopted daughter. Dr. Rochelle, Lumen Association, head of Guifang branch. The cave.
It is said that during the years they spent searching for a master, the doctor always watched out for them.
Doc's the same as always.
Assuming you can find the cave. She practically gave us the location. Get ready, Remy.
Is your throat all right?
Why worry? I have you in the Red Chamber to help me.
Can you really locate Lumen caves? With just a vague set of directions?
Not for normal people, but a witch can.
Huh.
What? You don't like my voice? Too late.
So you really are a witch, just like Kay said. You were a human radar during the war?
Ooh, the Witching Tower Priestess. Disqualified. 103. 108. 113. These members will be removed from level 5 as of today, revoking their witch's candidacy. Don't be disheartened, 108. Even at level 4, you will still be allowed to engage in the tower's affairs.
After 2 years, this is how she ends up. And I thought that she was gifted. The grown-ups say it's incurable. Her voice will deteriorate as she gets older until she is no longer able to sing like us. Shh, she's coming. Why should I? She used to act like she was so much smarter than us. Hey, liar, I thought you said you could handle anything. What are you going to do now? You still think that you can make it to our level?
Hey! Be quiet during the ritual.
A witch who can't sing.
Silence! There'll be no such behavior in the tower.
You think you're so smart, but you'll never be a witch.
Yes, but I would prefer to be called a witch, not a human radar. The abandoned cave signal is down there.
Is it the... yeah.
That's where we need to go to for Kay's healing herbs. Regularly occurring ancient signal, traces of human activity detected. This cave was severely damaged during the war. Access is restricted for an indefinite period of time. Lumen Association. Oh, so you used up 3 fuel.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have insisted on coming to Thousand Peaks. This place is not meant for us.
Sir, we've investigated every solar system that allowed private ownership of Lumen Caves. And we listened to the sound of each system's star. You chose Thousand Peaks. But what if I made a mistake? A leader should not easily doubt their own decision. The stars must have a reason for telling you where to go. We East Oceaners are seekers of Lumen. Wherever it is, there will be our people. The Starsong of 1,000 Peaks is the one you cannot forget. And then this is where your fated Lumen lies. Find the Lumen, young master, and bring prosperity to the clan.
Because there were other star systems that he had some kind of reign over, but then they got it stripped from their clan.
Just this game absolutely puts me to sleep.
It's very quiet.
Yeah,
where did the music go?
Except for when it's not.
Okay.
There's some really hype moments, but
At the beginning
of our Thousand Peaks adventure, Kay and I had no choice but to run around scavenging whatever we could. He would go on about the history of the Lumen War and how the Thousand Peaks was torn apart by several factions. London Trade Alliance faction expelled.
London? Obtained 98 hybrid lumium. Sorry, I was about to say luminum, but lumium times 2 obtained luminite. The hard luminite ore found in the depths of caves varies so much in purity and the sound frequencies it produces that it's difficult to use as industrial fuel. Instead, since lumen is worshipped by the people, it tends to be used for artistic and ceremonial purposes.
Oh, great Benjamin. It's Big Ben.
Oh, Big Ben.
Is this?
We should be close. Entering identification and passcode. Permissions verified. UBC, OPUS, 03, lumen-seeking vessel. Bioamplification scanner activated. Synchronization subject, Adaloon. Vocal tuning complete. Initiating lumen reso scanner. Reso scanner. Right bumper? Activating Lumo Reso scanner. Suspected Starsong identified. Commencing
Resonance.
resonance. Ah, so she's going to be broadcasting it. Sing softly. Find the Starsong that resonates with my voice. Okay, use the left stick to overlap Ida's voice with the Starsong. Oh, do you need to get all of those dots in? This doesn't sound right. Ooh, pretty. Recording Starsong. Grandiose Witch's Starsong. Although Ida said her throat was damaged and that she struggled with certain vocal techniques, this Starsong was unlike the... Oh, gone.
Unlike the one I recorded when we first met, it was grandiose. Grandiose and bright, as if she was conjuring myths through an ancient hymn.
Witch's Starsong analysis complete. Setting navigation to origin of Starsong. Ah, the primordial cave signal. This cave was discovered by the Rodin family in 8529 of the Galactic Calendar. Currently supervised by the Lumen Association, it is restricted to mining and Marian civilization research. Ooh.
This is it! This is the place!
We made it.
You.
Shouldn't you be happy, Noble?
Thank you.
Now it's your turn. I'm no good at cave running. Take this with you.
What is this?
My voice.
I'm an East Ocean runner. We have our own way of producing sounds.
I heard you use Edie's voice to escape the prison.
That was different.
Just take it as backup, for the sake of your companion. And take this as well. You aren't familiar with lumen plants, are you? Things like Lyra sesame and such. This echo scanner will help you identify plants that grow in the caves. I hope Kay gets treated soon.
Thank you for all of this.
Not at all. I'm already familiar with these plants, and the ship has more than enough storage space. If you bring back any extra plants, we can sell them for a decent price. So, it's fair. Obtain the echo scanner. Go.
Ida's knowledge of lumen plants far surpassed my imagination. Once she even asked me to take the eco scanner and test her. I could identify hundreds of plants, but she'd just say,
That's basic witch knowledge.